All right, hey, today I want to talk to you about presence. And God, I've been seeing this all over in my own life. And I can give you a lot of examples. And I don't know, I suppose it's my attention span, I suppose it's lack of care, but I'm just not paying attention to things, to people, to situations. And it costs me. It costs me. This is a phenomenon we know is a problem in life, is that people aren't listening to each other and they aren't showing up for each other. And this includes the people that we say we love. So, of course, there are all kinds of different levels of presence. And my challenge to you here is how can you take the next smallest step towards being a bit more present with yourself and with the people that are close to you? There's this whole idea, you're here, but are you here? And we may be sitting in the same room, but we're not there with people, with our kids. I don't have kids, but whatever, with loved ones, with coworkers, so on and so forth. So I got an idea here, and that is, I don't know if we can handle being more present, because the outcome of being more present would be greater connection, greater intimacy, and I think that's probably scary. I think that is actually, we are repelled by that. So I use a meal service. I have my meals prepared and then shipped to me on ice or these packages. And it's convenient and it's amazing and it's fast, and it's also been a bit of a headache. Deliveries come at all kinds of weird times. Late at night, I got a notification that my meals would be delivered between 8 p.m. and midnight on a Friday night. And those of you who know me know that's, most of the time I'm fast asleep by 8 o'clock, 9 pushing it, but midnight is ridiculous. So I've continued to have these issues, and so I got on the chat the other day to get some, the help, and I'm exchanging messages and I'm explaining this whole situation. And in the meantime, I, hooked my dogs up and I took them out for a walk, and I thought, well, I'll just kind of take my phone out every once in a while and I'll message with this person to get this all sorted out. And before I knew it, I was in the weeds in this situation, and I was like hooked in, and I was all intent, and I was needing to be heard, and you're gonna, help me out, so on and so forth. And I had no clue what was going on with my dogs. I had no clue. One of them, he's pulling on me because he's trying to pee, and I'm just yanking him along. Not the end of the world, but I'm not present with him. And it just really struck me. This whole idea struck me again. And if I like training my dogs, I want to pay attention. I've got, there's a ton of presence required to do that. So I know many of you are doing this with your kids, your intimate partners, coworkers, and everywhere else. So being present requires energy. We all have a certain capacity to pay attention to and to manage our attention span. And so you can build that. It can be built, and it's built through doing it and with ongoing practice. So you've got to put yourself under tension and continue to build it greater and greater. So I think one of the biggest places that this can hurt is in our practices. I'm a gym guy. I like to go to the gym. I go in there just going through the motions. I'm not really paying attention. I'm not really contracting. I'm not really watching my body and what I'm doing. And that's just there. And that's just with me. But there's all kinds of practices. And another one is all the time I talk to people, and their meditation practice is basically just torture. They get in there and they're just beat up with their mind, and they're not able to kind of like access those other realms and those other levels of consciousness because they're not practicing it. And I know that sometimes it's hard to do that, and at times, we simply can't. But the game changer is how we stay awake with our practices that build us towards the next iteration of ourselves. So the opportunity to go deeper here, or just to kind of like spend a bit more time with this, is who is impacted the most from your lack of presence? And what do you know you could accomplish if you stayed on top of your practices and were more present with them? So that's what I got. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for your time.